Hey, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shemi Al Shabrak and Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Alatha about Shemi Al Shout out all the sisters, man. Preaching officer of 1,000, holding it down for my Adawanyam, Salaki of 5,000. So in scripture breakdown class. Tonight's topic, we're going to go into the Christian church is the house of Satan, man. And why would you say that, Yeragabo? Why would you say the Christian church is the house of Satan? Go ahead, Ms. Shak.
Because it's full of all the oppressed.
That's pretty good, man. It's close.
Lies.
The lies, yeah, the lies. And then even if they didn't lie, if they ain't in the truth, I mean, this what I gotta say about religion. And this is heavy though, right? Why would they give you religion? Because we got to remember what we know is not a religion. This is a way of life for us. This is how we're supposed to function on a daily basis. So you got to bring, like, I see my friends in the world, they be like, oh yeah, bro, you in that Hebrew Israelite religion. I'm like, no, that's not a religion. That's a way of life. That's why it's so hard for y'all to embrace it. It's hard for them to say, I'll be a Hebrew Israelite because they thinking they're going to leave Christianity alone to go to another religion that's going to tell them to do some wicked stuff or do something wrong or do something that they can't agree on. But in reality, we're telling them to come in here and change your life and embrace the lifestyle you're supposed to live.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's a complete difference. And then that's the mind game they play. Like Catholics, they worship Mary. Right. In the Bible, it tells you straight up, you are the seed of your father. You are the seed of your father. It said Christ was the seed of who? Joseph, right? But Christianity will tell you Mary, Catholics will tell you Mary is better than how many religions do you have out there that worship Joseph? Have you ever thought, like I was doing some thinking last night, and I'm like, dang, like He's in the Bible. They mention him. They said Christ is the seed of him, but all you hear about is Mary. You got Catholics praying to Mary, swearing by Mary, more than they do Jesus. And here we don't even pray. We pray to the Most High, but they pray to Jesus Christ, and they be like, yeah, and Mary. They put Mary over him. You can see statues in front of Catholic churches of Mary. You know what I mean? You won't even see Christ, or they Christ, or whatever they say is Christ is, but you will see Mary. Why is that? Anybody know?
It's like cause confusion.
Yeah, that's heavy right there. I give you that. Cause confusion, and then it also strips the man of his power. So when you start to strip man of his power, then you begin to get LGBTQYZ. You know what I mean? You begin to get all these other, wouldn't say pronouns, adjectives. These other names for everybody else. You know what I mean? They can be, you can be anything you want, but Christ cannot be himself. Christ had to be an angel, had to be born by an angel to do what he did. And then you see the work of Commander General Yohanan in the UPK, you know that, look, the work we doing, the same work Christ did. You got brothers out here who had a brother who just passed away doing the work of the Lord, fully doing the work of the Lord. So much that his family is good. His family, like, come home. You can come live in this nice house. You can come be here. He was like, nah, man, I'm going to check into this spot over here. I'm going to go where the poor people are. I'm going to go where nobody going to go. If you was to look for me, you will never find me here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's biblical. Like, you leave your whole family alone. All the riches, anything that you think you can have, the benefit of being with a family that's wealthy, you leave it. And then you go serve the Lord. And then you do it wholeheartedly. Like, that's amazing right there. You know what I mean? Like, this brother, like, a lot of people be like, man, y'all putting a lot of emphasis on the knowledge because you don't know him like we do.
Right.
You don't know his story. You know what I'm saying? You want to know everybody else's story. You want to know Megan Thee Stallion's story, how she got shot in the foot because she was twerking and made some, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to know a real story though. And that's very important. Like this brother put his life on the line to change other brothers' lives. It wasn't even to change his own. He had the truth, but he went out there and he changed everybody underneath him life. You know what I mean? And it put him to where he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's amazing. But I just say this to say this. I say that to say this. America, or just the whole Roman Catholic Church, they are aware of who we are. And it goes back in time. So if you know that they know who we are, then you know that they're going to put blocks in between it to keep us from finding it out, or at least to prolong it, right? And to water the Commander General Yohanan for his hard work, because no longer can they put the veil over our eyes so we can't see the truth, right? You know what I'm saying? So they gave Mary the power. Now we talk about Roman Catholics. We talk about the Romans. You know what I'm saying? They would never ever give a woman power. They stood on that. They stood on it so much that they would go to war and love a man who they was going to war with before they went back home and love their woman. But when it come to us, we need to turn to Mary. Hey, cut that off, I can hear it. You got the mic right there. But they gonna turn to Mary, right? And it's really only for us. Because if you look at the oppressor in his household, he'll go crazy. He'll unalive the whole household for his respect. Wife, kid, the kids. You know what I mean? Like at least some people be like, man, look, I got to get rid of this woman and see the problem and leave the kids alone. Kids just figure it out. But the oppressor, he go the extra mile. He like, nah, I got to get rid of her and the kids with her. You know what I mean? Like, they so wicked, they don't care. Right. It's just remind you of the Romans. The Romans is like that. Every army that the oppressor has ever had has been about just gruesome killing. I'm reading a book right now, and it was saying how when the British conquered, the Englishmen tried to come conquer like the British did, but they didn't really know the strategy of the British. They just came over here thinking it was going to be all sweet. So when they landed in Virginia, they landed in the winter, so they didn't have nothing. I mean, a lot of the people who came with them died just because of the cold, starving and stuff. And then they got I got his name, but he got conquered by a tribe, a Native American tribe, and they brought him in, and the head of the Native American tribe let him go. Told him, matter of fact, look, go ahead and go back. Then gave him some food, like a care package. That's an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Like he really was trying to show his hand. Like, look, I'm not trying to kill y'all. I'm not trying to do. On the other side, they would have unalived us. You would have never once they brought you back to where they brought you, you would have never left out of there. You know what I'm saying? But because of us, this how you know we all together. He like, man, go ahead here, take this little food with y'all. I'm seeing y'all dying off. We watching y'all. And in return, all they did was got stronger, sent for more people, and they came and just slaughtered all of them. You know what I mean? Like it's very important for us to understand that the battle that we face here, we will never win just being Black or just being Latino or just being natives. In order for us to conquer this place or either come together and feel secure in what we're doing, is to be one. This is why religion is so crucial to the fact of it, because you got Latinos, they mostly Catholics. You got Black people who Christians. What's the bad part about being a Christian? What's the bad part? I show you about being a Christian.
The bad part about being a Christian is you worship the fake one.
You worship who?
You worship the devil.
Damn right. Damn right. I'll give you that, man. No time to You worshiping the person who enslaved you. That's the bad part about being a Christian. You know what I mean? And then when you tell them, oh, well, Christ was Black, what do they say? Color don't matter. So change his face back. Why won't they do that? Because they understand how it would affect their kids, right? Their kids grow up, and this is why the truth is so important, because their kids will grow up and see a white Jesus, and their kids get more and more confident, feel like this the world is with us, everything is with us. If your kid grow up and see a Black man, a Black Jesus, God, it's a complete difference. And then just to make sure he don't see a Black man and get it confused, we're gonna take the father out the equation. You know what I'm saying? This is why sisters is so important. This is why brothers to be on the right path when you having these kids is so important. Because at the end of the day, if you're a brother in the school and you have a child, you're going to raise this child the right way. You don't have an option. The only option you have to raise this child wrong is to leave the school. Right. Seen a sister online married to a heathen. Somebody posted like, sis, man, god damn, I hope you don't get Aiden before you can't see you again. Like, or anything. Because a lot of times women think about their own personal feelings. She didn't think about the school she left when she did what she did. Right. She didn't think about the morals that we had. She didn't even think about the things she was taught. She said, I want to be married. I want that ring on my finger. It's so important to get, and you can buy your ribbon ring. Don't get me confused, you know what I'm saying? In no way. You can buy your ribbon ring, but you just can't go through that ceremony because that ceremony don't line up with the way of the Lord. You feel me? You can buy her all type of rings. She can have 10 rings. Would it make a difference of who she is? If I give my rib 10 rings and want to come home and beat her down every night, would it make a difference? No. I'm an abuser. How do I believe in about? That's the thing. How can you be in a school and believe in this and you beating me up every night? You this cruel person every night. It don't line up. So being married don't really change anything. And I, you know what I mean? Like I pray that nothing happen to the sisters, but I'm gonna just tell you the truth. It's not gonna end good. You know what I mean? Like it's not. You see me? You see all this stuff going online. It look all good, look pretty, but it's not gonna work. But let me get to my scripture, Salaki. Let's go to Acts chapter 7, verse 48. Let's go to Acts. Even Christian pastors, they love this. They love to say the church is where Christ dwells. You come in here, they got the sun hitting them at 12 o'clock. It hit the little mirror, and it go down on the. You see the little, you see the man on the cross, and it's like, oh yeah, that's Christ for sure. Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 7, and verse 48.
Yeah.
Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Come on, man. So this here says that the Lord don't dwell in temples made with hands. You can build a beautiful church up. It can be $1 million church. It can be an $11.5 million church. I went to a spot over here off of the 13. It's a whole Catholic church. They got the whole. It's like a college campus, and nobody like holy names, right? Nobody's there though. Ain't nobody on the campus. It's a vacant campus. I'm like, hey, if we can get this for the school, we'll be lit because we're gonna put it to work. But they got a whole vacant campus. And these are built by hands. You mean to tell me that if the Lord is with them, this campus is going to be vacant like this? You got homeless people sleeping on the ground, sleeping in sewer lines, and you got a whole campus with rooms galore and you can't feed the homeless? Read that again, Baba Kashab.
Oh, God. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet.
No, that's it. The Lord does not dwell in temples that's made with hands. So where does the Lord dwell? To my brothers, you know what I mean? Where does the Lord dwell? If he don't dwell in temples with hands, you know what I mean? Like, where do he dwell at? Exactly. Yeah, right. That's where he dwells at. He dwells within you. You know what I mean? And when you understand that, it changes your life. That's why the truth is so important. When I first got into the school, I didn't understand that. You know, I thought that the Lord was just somebody who was watching over me. It's just like, you know, I do what I do and he gonna check me on it. But he loved me so much that I won't get harmed in it. And that's just not true. When you change your life, that's when the Lord begin to dwell in you. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in you. So you got to make the choices in order of what he would say, how he would say make the choices. And how do we know how to make the choices? What do we have to make these choices? What tells us the proper choices to make to please him?
Following his laws, statutes.
Exactly. We got the laws. He left us those. You know what I'm saying? Like these laws is here for us. They're not here for him. He don't need them. It's here for us. And then guess what? When you get into the school and you really follow that and you live by that, sisters too. These laws, it become like it's a way of life. So now when you hear me breaking down scripture, talk about how you need to follow the laws and live by the laws, when you doing that, I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to the people outside of you because you already committed to that. And the most important thing to understand with that is to understand that Christ didn't die for you to continue to sin.
Right.
He died for your sins. So I got brothers in the world who, you know, did all type of wickedness, and they don't understand that. They think that because they got their own agendas, they think it's cool to continue to do it. And I'm like, hey, bro, look, man, the Lord died for your sins for you to stop sinning. He didn't die for you to keep sinning. Like that. Can you imagine that, putting your life on the line for somebody who just every week, Lord, you know my heart, you know my sins. Forgive me for these sins. I'm gonna roll up again. I'm gonna spin again. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep spinning. I'm gonna spin again. Then they go into the church. Forgive me, Lord. Pastor throwing toilet water on them. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, you get baptized. You get baptized. Salakia. You get baptized an LGBTQIZ member, and guess what you come up as? A wet LGBTQI. You know, like literally, you know, you gotta understand that, man. You get in the shower, you think you changing your life. You see what it says. Look, this the best translation. You see with somebody who burn you. You get in the shower, you wash your body, you clean, right? No, you still burning when you got that shower. Right? It's gonna burn. You feel me? Like it ain't gonna nothing gonna change. And that's the wickedness in the Christianity, because it's like mind playing you, make you think like what you doing is right, because what this pastor's saying is right. Then you find out 10 years later that your pastor raped 20 people in the congregation, took advantage of little kids. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you still now is he still good? Is it still good? Because I mean, our people, we so stubborn, we'll let that slide. You hear about pastors in the last 10 years, we done heard about like 3 or 4 pastors that did it. Have you heard anything else from his congregation? He still got a congregation. How weird is that? Like, that's crazy. But you can't get into the school, put on all black, and follow the laws properly.
Right.
You can't be a sister in the school who can wait until you, if you don't have a man, a righteous man in the school, you need to wait until you get that man. Why would you go out and seek another a heathen man or another nation man to please yourself, only to have to try to come back? Because it's going to happen. You're going to come back and you're going to ask for protection, for forgiveness. You're going to ask for these things. Why? This is weird, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I'm going off, but let's go to Hebrews chapter 8 and 10, Bible Shah. And in fact, the scriptures tell us that the Lord said he will put these laws in us. So these laws are things that we have to live by. If you say you're gonna put it in you, that's in you. That means you won't even think about it. Right. It's gonna come natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, no question. Go ahead when you got it about
the book of Hebrews, chapter 8, and verse 10. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their heart. And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
So you're not really a people until you can follow these laws. You're not really a people until you understand what the Lord has given you. Like, everybody think being a people is your own free will. It's not. Your own free will is the reason why we're in the situation we're in now. Your own free will is the reason why you have women who will leave their husband at the drop of a dime. Own free will is why you think you have brothers out here who think it's just all about sleeping around with many women. And it's really a trap and a snare in between it. Because we know in the school that it was just what the Bible say about 10,000 women for each one and 1,000 men for each one. It's hard to find a good woman. So for you to be a man in the truth, or you're a man in general, and just sleep around with hella women, with different women, thinking that you're gonna find something gonna hit like a lottery ticket. You play the lottery, right? Have you ever played the lottery? Who played the lottery? You played the lottery, right? Have you won it yet? Have you won a big? Have you won a big bucks yet? How long you been playing the lottery? Long time. That's the same thing with the truth. Like, for real. Like, you got to be wise in what you're doing, because they'll tell you something different. You watch commercials, they just tell you, look, just keep playing. Now the commercials, they got juicy. We didn't up the odds. I still ain't here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they feed you. That's the same as Christianity. That's what it is. And then when they want your vote, what do? Come to your Christian church, and you never see them again. Never hear from them. You really don't know their agenda. All you got is them coming to the Christian church, and your pastor is praying for them. Hard too, sweating. He tapping everything. He's trying to get a donation. He like, you know what I mean? He parked in a preacher spot, only for him to destroy y'all. Right. But that's the beautiful thing about being in the truth. We not letting nobody destroy our people in here. That's right. We stand on it. We'll die on it. And in fact, it's already seen that brothers in here die for it. That's the brothers you want. You want brothers who want to die for something, and not just anything. Because if you die for Christianity, you die for anything. You die for that rock, you die for anything. You come in here and you die for a particular purpose. And that purpose is the Lord's purpose.
Right.
You understand? That purpose is the Lord's purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop that. Let's go to first Ezra chapter 8, verse 69. You know what I'm saying? Like even my son, like to my son, it's crazy how he operate. Yep, 8 and 69, Baba Kashai.
Second Ezra 69.
First. Yeah. Even my son, like how he moved, like he and that's why I say we got to get more stuff for the younger kids too in here, because they grow so fast.
Right.
And in the span that they grow, in 5 years, it's like so much being thrown at them.
Right.
You know, here we send our kids to school. We want our kids to be aware, but we also sending them out there it's kind of throwing them to the wolves to a certain extent, because they're getting so much through at them. They got all these pride parades, and like today he had a Black History parade. Everybody reading about Malcolm X and Dr. King, and then all the others. Like it just was too much. They had praise dancers. I'm like, I thought this was Black History Month. Where did the praise dancers come in at?
Right.
When did Black history consist of praise dancers? But I have to check myself, because I'm like, okay, this is the world. And it's kind of good to a certain extent if you're a father who really just, you in here. Because you, regardless of what, we left there, we here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. It's important for you keep feeding them, because if not, they'll take over. And that's where it destroys the message in which you're trying to get your son. When you got that about the shot.
This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9.
8 verse 69. So like this. You have 8 and 69. No, you're all right. You too wild.
This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 69. The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites.
So this scripture right here is saying that because like it's like us in America. We here. Most of us, we have to function with these people, but we won't put them away. That's Christianity. Christianity would tell you, no, the Lord is here for everybody. We're not going to put them away. You got to order to slay them, get rid of them. But they're like, no, man, we got to love these people. They are people. They matter. Then when the tides change and you lose your power, now they over you and you underneath them, and guess what they doing to you? Unaliving you. Every time you cut on a TV screen, you watching brothers get unalived. It's so bad now where they unaliving their own kind. They don't even need to kill a brother no more. It ain't enticing enough. You gotta set it. When you see a oppressor kill an oppressor, nigga straighten up. Slovakia, you know what I mean? But better like I'm just telling you the truth. It's straighten up. Because if you will kill your own kind, you will kill us. You won't think twice about doing it. But that's why it's important for us where we are now. Because here we have no fear. Who do we fear? Who do we fear? We fear the Father. So guess what? Wherever mission we go on, whether it's to Mexico, whether it's to Middle East, Iran, if I get the order to go, I'm going. I pray you understand that. And I don't care if I don't come back, because the only thing that I fear is the Father. I don't have a fear of any other race. I can coexist with you for sure. But do I care about you? No. Care less. So lock here. You like spittle one to me, man. And that's the importance of where I am and where you brothers are. You'll be here soon. You'll be right. You'll be sitting right where I am. You'll be saying this, and you'll be saying it the way I'm saying it. Maybe a little bit different. Y'all brothers look a little. Y'all look a little bit more aggressive. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have we got security at the front and the back, with y'all brothers get up here talking. You know what I'm saying? But it's important to understand that's what it's gonna do, because that's how we live. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? We raising up warriors, man, who gonna stand on business. That's it's to stand on business is so beautiful. And the crazy part, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? Sidebar. The story of Job is real. You'll face it. Something. Might not be the whole complete story of it that I can say affect your life, but I'm speaking from my self-experience. It will come. Something is going to come that'll throw a dagger in it, or something that'll twist it, and then it'll be your choice to still line yourself up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to not drop your sword. It's easy to drop a sword. The man above me who have dropped their swords, I cannot find an enemy to talk bad about them. Do I respect it? I don't. Because, nigga, you left me. I don't like to be left. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you my brother, period. But the brothers who have dropped their sword, I can't find it in me to disrespect them, because I know what comes. The devil don't want to tempt the world. Why don't he want to tempt the world? No, please. Go.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Right. So what's the pleasure of him tempting them? He already got them. I got them. I got y'all watching late night BET Uncut. You know what I mean? Like think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can go online. You can say that if you if you say the wrong thing in your phone, something gonna pop up. You're gonna be like, oh my Lord, what is this? You can say the wrong thing and you're gonna see it. The kids do it. This is why it's so crazy that they allow the kids to have the access that they do. My son, he took his phone, huh? Because he can't it's like this. To the point where I have to argue with him, fight with him. Give me this phone, give me this tablet. No. Like, that's crazy. Because all they gotta do, he can be looking up whatever. It is going to pop up for him. And that's the crazy part in it. Because this is what this society does. And then they turn around and say, I don't know why our kids are like that. He's just a menace. He's crazy. He's off. She's off. She's weird. No, it's the society's, the power is weird. You got a president who had, 34 convictions? Felony convictions? I don't know a nigga who can come to the hood with 2 convictions. He can't even come back to the hood. You know what I mean? He can't even get caught with a Newport. A Grammy. Y'all know about Grammys, huh? Y'all too young. They used to lace the Grammys with Salakia. Yeah. You can't get caught with that. You can't get caught with a prescription medication if you got a felony. And it's not yours, they're going to take you to jail. But this president, he's special. And what's even more special about it, and everybody loved Bill Clinton because he played the saxophone. Guess who got to go to Congress tomorrow to testify about the Epstein files? Bill Clinton. Guess who else did it? Hillary Clinton. All these people who they put above us, who they said was so righteous and beautiful, destroying it, tearing it up. That's why you brothers is important. That's why the work y'all brothers got above y'all is important, man. You know what I'm saying? The work y'all have in front of y'all is going to be a challenge. And you guys fit the challenge. Nothing is too big for neither one of you brothers in this school. And any other troopers that's tuning in, or officers 50s, it's not too hard. You know what I'm saying? It's consistency and prioritizing. You know what I mean? Y'all brothers got this, man. You know what I'm saying? Most high in Christ, y'all brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good. Like, y'all my niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? It'd be good seeing y'all brothers and seeing y'all growth, man. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Because this is not easy. This is not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You got to deal with this and this. And, you know what I mean? Like, life, just challenges, it don't always line up the way you want it to line up. Even to sisters. You know what I mean? You have sisters in a school who got the zeal to do it, got a man like, a zeal on you. Like, your rib gonna feed off of your zeal. But sometimes she might not. Sometimes she might be like, you know what, no, can't. Cause like us, it's nothing for me to leave my family alone. For me. And you brothers probably the same. There's nothing when y'all tune in and turn up on this truth. It's like, man, I ain't tripping on my family like that. I holler at them when I holler at them. Because we know that's what men do. We leave the house. We go out. But women, if you notice, even in the Old Testament, you will get with a woman and you have to be around her family. Like their family, they'll give her to you, but they don't let her go. And now she's still talking to them. So even when she's straight and narrow, they still over here, girl. Oh no, you covering your hair. Oh no, you got that pretty long hair. Oh girl, no, you covering your body. You got that nice shape. It's just always some other stuff. Oh, he's controlling you. He's just a controller. It's not that. It's the respect that I have for myself. I want her to have for herself. I don't want my rib to go out and people see her and be like, oh, look at her for this. Look at her for that. I want people to say, look at her for her humbleness. Look at her for her wisdom. Look at her for how she conduct herself. Look at her for how she don't give these other niggas the attention that they're trying to get from her. That's a Proverbs 31 woman. You understand? Whereas a lot of women can't handle that. So then you find women in the truth that go marry Africans. And he's feeding her fufu. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? She don't even know what fufu is. She just eating. Got that ring. You know what I'm saying? Eating Guam. What did he say on Ace Ventura? Guam. He like, oh yeah, you see how he was like, oh Guam, what's Guam again? He's like, what is that? Bat droppings. He didn't even have an IQ. That was he was tripping. You know what I mean? But that's how it is. Because you just so worried about what you can get for yourself. Put something above you. And then the crazy thing is that it always comes back 100-fold. You live your life right, you begin to have seeds, you create your own family. Now your family going in the way that you set forth. So now, 20 years later, you done raise your kids up, they understand knowledge, they understand the eating laws, dietary laws, who they can talk to. And I'm not telling my kid, I don't never tell them to hate these other nations. I don't never say don't talk to them. But man, listen, this is what you prioritize first. You should never be arguing with your Latino native brothers. Them your brothers. Oh, they're my brothers? Yeah, them your brothers. Now, if you get into a fight with a white boy, Salakia, I'm gonna say don't fight when I'm at the school. When you get in the car, I'm like, did you tap him out? You beat him up? And that's just me though. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I know that what their intent is for that. You know what I mean? Like I said, Christianity always wants you to love Caucasians. Now, let's just keep it real. Christianity don't even promote black on black love as much as they do black on white love. They'll tell you to love white people, forgive them for everything. And then white people be like, that was 400 years ago. Yeah, it was. But it was 400 years ago adding up to this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just like it was just 400 years ago and I ain't seen you in 400 years. I got to forgive you now. No, it's been adding up to here. Now we're here. And now if you look at it, you got sisters wanting to get jobs done. You got Botox coming in the picture. And it's so bad where you will look at it and you be like, dang, Judah is losing where they was at. Issachar is mostly tied to their traditional ways, so they still kind of in line. Judah don't have traditional ways. The only traditional way we have as Judites is Christianity. I know my great grandma, but my great grandma is nothing I can go back to say, okay, this is strictly for us. We can't even go to like Issachar. They can go back to their homeland to a certain extent and still speak their language. We don't have that. We can't speak a language between me, you, and her in front of some another nation and them not understanding it, but we understanding it. We don't have that. So it's like we robbed of that. So now we have to be forced to speak a language that they gave us so they can understand us, so we can never ever have a connection amongst each other. It's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? So like let's drop that. Let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 6, Baba Kashan. Like really, man, the white man is the devil, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's even when people be like, "Why y'all hate?" And like this one girl came on a TikTok page and said, "If y'all don't speak so aggressively, maybe people will follow y'all." And I told her, you know, if it takes us not to speak aggressively for people to follow us, we don't want them to follow us. Is you gonna say that if you look at the 60s, Dr. King did it, Malcolm X did it? Go ahead. Yes.
The way that we speak is aggressive, but close the doors, lock the doors is not aggressive.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Or what else? We just go come in and do what we want to do. That's not aggressive. You don't have a right. Get out of our country. That's not aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. This is a whole land that y'all never even, it wasn't even y'all land. It was different tribes here. And then I'm reading this book and I'm finding out more like a lot of these Native American tribes was darker than me. It was here. So now what? Because all I see is the Indians who have a lighter complexion, who's more, it's like the Spaniards. Before I used to read the class announcements, and I was like, all right, blacks, Hispanics, and natives. And then I went and Googled, talked to Mava Conrib, and went and Googled Hispanic. And the Hispanic is pretty much like saying like the white Mexicans. Right. You feel me? To a light, you know, I'm probably saying it too aggressively, but just if I say Latinos, Hispanics won't relate to that. Right? Because they'd be like, well, who you talking about? So then I had to dig deeper, and I'm like, oh, them are Spaniards. Them Hispanics, the Spaniards. The Latinos is the ones who, like, yeah, this is who I am. Go ahead.
It's like it's so real what you're saying, sir. So heavy because it's like they deal even in these places where colorism is so tough,
right?
That the lighter skin, even though they are still Mexican,
right,
or even Puerto Ricans, or wherever you go, they are still native. They are still native to that, but they'll take on the Hispanic side of things, or other than taking on the word Latino or something, because the Latino is more vague and goes more towards the language, and Hispanic goes more towards being white.
Okay.
Like they want to identify with it because they're something. Because it's heavy as you said that too.
And I mean, and that's the same with us. You have a light nigga and a dark nigga. They suffer from colorism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, I had a friend who was light skinned, he had blue eyes and stuff, and he'd get away with a lot of stuff. But to me, I wasn't getting away with nothing. But it didn't change his connection with me, but it also didn't make it more similar to what I was going through, because he didn't have to go through it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's crazy. You got that, Baba Kashala?
It's like you said, 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 6. We're gonna go through 8.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 6. From which some having swerved, have turned aside unto vain jangling. Verse 7. Desiring to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say nor whereof they affirm.
That's the Christian pastor. He just running his damn mouth. He telling you God for love, God for love. He loved the world. He gave us for only begotten son. Then he think about it. He say, so he loved everybody. You just running your goddamn mouth, man. You just running your mouth because you don't understand the scripture. This is why it's important for you not to even play with it. Because the lives that you are putting out there, making them think that it's okay to live the way they live it. Think about how many sisters or brothers we can save if they hear it from us. And they understand it from us. But you got these Christian pastors who's telling them this and they're being destroyed. I mean, for what? A private jet? For a mansion? For a Rolex? You're killing off a whole race of people. Why are you slowing down the Lord's process? If you really love the Lord, you're going to speed that up. All they doing is blabbering, telling lies and shit. They don't even understand their own breakdowns. So when you step into a front of a brother like Captain Tazoriak, the Wadawaya Howard Shah for him, because he's now they see it. So guess what's going to happen? You would never see one of these fake Israelis ever trying to debate Captain Tazoriak, ever. None of these Christian pastors whose big names will never try to debate Captain Tazoriak. And it's set up for that. It's nothing better than being in the truth right now as a brother or a sister, man. This is the best place to, right now. This is the beautiful place to be. Because and it's gonna get worse. And we're gonna have to start running background checks on these niggas when they come in after here. Like for real. Because they're gonna try to come in here and they're gonna want to be a part of something amazing and not want to live like it. We're gonna have to know who you are, who you was before you came in, and then pass a judgment. And it's bad to pass a judgment on somebody in the world, but a lot of people are destroyed and they want to be a part of something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like the sister who went and got married to the African. And I'm gonna stay on her head because I actually met her. I've seen her, talked to her, and around her a lot. And it's weird to me that I'm an African, y'all. So what? Congratulations. Like, what do that mean? What are you there for? And then how you didn't leave the truth? Did you get and this is the thing. If you a sister and you becoming this truth, man, and you don't have a husband, your fathers are the generals. Before you make any move to marry anyone, you have to tap in with that. And if you're not the generals, at least your captains. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's important. Because now what you did is went and married this brother. And I don't know if y'all seen the scripture breakdown class. Did you hear how the general was saying how was it Abraham? Was it Abraham? Was it who married the heathen woman? Moses. Right? And what Moses had to do?
Yeah. Slovakia, sir, he had married an Egyptian woman.
Okay. And then what was they expecting Moses to do after he married?
Him to get rid of the Egyptian woman.
Right. The Israelites was, right? But what was the Egyptian people expecting Moses to do? To embrace their what? Their culture. Because he married, and this is how you know the seed is so important. Because when you go to the woman, they know once you have a seed with her, that baby is a part of the father. Right. So they like, well, before we even allow this to go this far, we need you to be able to embrace this. So now the sister over there, she in Africa, I'm gonna tell you, I'm she over there doing her thing, living it up, wearing 3 or 4 different dresses, ain't even looking like Israel no more. Right? But guess what? In the process of it, now you're going to impart, you're going to be fully golfed to him. I've seen her post, and it's a beautiful thing when a woman can submit to a man. But God damn it, sister, had to be a heathen. You got to submit to a heathen. You can talk to her right now. Ask her what she ate in the last 3 days. She can't tell you, but she don't even know. She going to say the name. That's what she gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Slovakia, sir, the loneliness is a healthy drug.
Look, man, that's crazy. It is, but at the end of the day, it's not with the Lord. Because if you look, it's so much work to be done. All right. So with loneliness, if you lonely, I'm gonna just keep it real. Get busy. Just prioritize yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why a lot of black women are so successful here in America, for as school-wise. Because a lot of them don't have men, but they occupy themselves with what? Going to school, going to work, going, you know, so setting these barriers. So now it's like the number one race in America who's the most educated is what? Black women. and and then if you talking to them, they so snobby. Like you gotta break them down, damn near. You gotta really go in and try to get a number from a black woman who got some stuff going for herself. And it's not, and I'm not saying that to talk bad on her, but I'm saying like they know how to occupy themselves. They occupy themselves, and that's the important thing. If you are, like you said, loneliness is a hell of a drug, just like any other thing you go through. If you go through mental conditions and you can't think, you know what I mean? Like it's what is it called when people stress out? But it's they got a name for it. Like it's what's it called, man? Like they say it's a disorder. Like disorders. Like it's a disorder where you might feel lonely, but you stress out more about it. But like just having disorders. Disorder is like you being alone or you being fearful. If you scared of something, you go to the doctor and like, oh no, you got this. But really, you just like my sister. She's scared to drive on the freeway. She drive one exit. She'd do like this. Them motherfuckers, her palms would be soaking wet because she's just scared to drive. She just, what is it called, man? I can't think of it, man. It's right there. Good. Sis, what is it? I know you know, sis. What is it? Yeah. Most High in Christ said, you know what I'm saying?
So like this, would it be a phobia?
A phobia it is a phobia. And this is the thing. So how do you get past a phobia? Sis?
So like I said, would it be having to actually go through the process and go through it essentially?
It would be, but can you do that by yourself?
No.
So how then will we go through the phobia? I'll show you. You don't need a mic.
So I say like counsel?
Counsel will work too, but it's also just knowing, like, for instance, you gotta. It's counsel, and then it's also you constantly trying to do it. So y'all both was right. You know what I mean? Like you can't stop, you can't not do it because you got the phobia of it, but you also got to work through it. And a lot of people accept the phobias. They're like, well, I got this disorder. I need to take medicine for it. They love to subscribe you some damn medicine. They'll give you medicine. If you trip on a log and you got a swollen ankle, you got to take medicine for 2 weeks to get your swelling down. You don't know what they really give you. You know what I'm saying? My son, when he was small, he had so much energy. He was like, oh boy, he got ADHD. I'm like, but my son don't got that shit. He just needed his ass whooped a few times. So like, you know what I'm saying? He just needed a little bit of guidance. He never took that medication. You be in order. It just takes time. You got to work with it. But if you're giving yourself medication, and that sometimes medication don't really help. It hurts you more. Brothers take medication for stuff and then find out they got arthritis or something going on. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Mashak. There we go. Loves taking over my classes. Go ahead.
Speaking of that, when I had the flu like a few weeks ago, like my mom made me take this medicine, and I said like it made me feel lightheaded, and then like I went to sleep and then woke back up. Then like I couldn't talk, and then like my back was so weird, and then I like threw up, and that medicine, and it tasted like the medicine. So I feel like it was the medicine that made me throw up.
Yeah, I think you might be right. But that's all right. You know why? Because you got to stay out them little kids' face. You all them little kids' face, boy. It ain't right. Let's pull this last script and we're gonna wrap it up, man. Let's go to Revelation 18:4. We're gonna go through verse 8. And this scripture mainly is for people to come out of the world. You know what I mean? I didn't go into how I want to. I'm excited to see y'all. I ain't seen y'all in a minute, but like, you know what I mean? I done lost my whole little, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna go into coming out the world. And I'll visit just another time, but I'm just happy to see y'all brothers. I've been MIA working and trying to get shit going. I mean, actually moving right now, so I'm trying to move from one location to another location. I just was packing before I came, but yeah, no, I'm very happy to see y'all brothers, and I'm proud of y'all brothers too. The work y'all brothers is doing is amazing. You know what I mean? I thought when me and Karan Yala came in, you know, that's my spiritual brother because we came in together. You know what I'm saying? But y'all to see the work y'all brothers doing is amazing. Keep that work up, man. I mean, that's time. And sisters, Salaki, and sisters, man. You know what I mean, we got to bring this house together. It's very important because if we don't, we're gonna witness the fall of it. You know what I mean? Like we all in the UPK, but we can't always put everything on the generals. You can't say, all right, we in the school, General Yohana, General Muhammad, General Hazayan, General Makayala, General Q. We can't just put it on them. Adawan Kasar Pakad is doing an amazing job, but we can't just put it on him. We got to start stepping it up. We got to make sure we hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? We got to start making sure that anything we do is done in order and decency. I don't care what nobody's saying. If it's not fitting, if it's not lining up, if the math ain't mathing, you go to the man above them. So like it, sir, I'm not trying to cause a rut, but this didn't add up. I just want to make sure it was right. There's nothing wrong with that because you're going to be the next officer of 500, of 50, of 500, 1,000. And then you're going to embrace the roles that we have. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be raised up and not raise other men up underneath you. It's impossible. You feel me? You can't be a good sister in the school and not see other sisters come in and make them just as good as you are when you first came in and you start going, right? So we all got to be hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what makes the sisterhood and the brotherhood. Don't ever think that what makes it is I know all this. I'm the best in this. I'm the best at it. Shit, there's no one better than me at this. No, I'm losing. I'm not a good leader then. I need to have 15 brothers underneath me that can do exactly what I can do so I can move forward to do what I need to do on a different level. And these brothers can enjoy doing this until they get to here, and then I can still bring them up. You know what I'm saying? For me to get a rank raise is nothing if y'all don't get one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I've always been. I'm not the best in breaking scriptures down. I'm just keep it real with you. I'm not the best in classes and all that. But what I am the best at to me, or what I am good at, is leading and not leaving brothers behind. You feel me? That's what I want to see brothers get covers. And I don't want to see them hanging the fuck up there. It's like, I don't want to see them hanging. I want to see them on your back.
Right.
I want to see you at a 50, at a 500. It's going to be different. Your swag going to be different. You're going to walk. You know, we walk kind of different anyway. But boy, that walk going to be a little bit different. I'm telling you, y'all get them covers, man. That walk going to be a little bit different, man. Look, my son, he be trying to put my cover on. You would go get your own. You ain't gonna put that on, brother. You ain't gonna wear none of my garments, my head pieces neither. Go get your own. And it's gonna be that important. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
for real, bro. When you got that, about to try to bring it up.
So we continue on 8,
Where we stop at?
First Timothy chapter 8.
Drop it. Go to Revelations 18:4 above the shop. And I'm just gonna bring this out to come out of the world.
Book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin.
Don't be partakers of this world and they sins, man. Don't be so comfortable with being a voter. It's a sin to vote because you're voting for someone over you. And then you vote for a person like Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Or you vote for a law that don't work for you. Or you vote to kill Christ.
Right.
You know, like just think about it. If people can still vote to get rid of somebody, man, half of us in the school, we'd be gone. They wouldn't even want us here. You know what I mean? I was watching it today at his parade, man. They had some praise dancers. And all the women was, yeah, thank the Lord. Ooh. And the little girls, they dancing the music, they doing all this hand movement. I thought it was satanic for a minute. I'm trying to look deeper into it, yes. And I'm thinking, like, hey, this one never mentioned in the Bible, the praise dance. Why are we doing it? Where did it come from? Who created it? Was he a child pedophile? Like, do anybody here know what praise is? Who made it? It's not in the Bible. Praise dances is not in the Bible. So, sis, please, if you know anything about it, please, sis, where did praise dances come from?
So like I said, I think there's a mix of some of the West African traditions, such as like Ifa, like some of those traditions that they bring in, they mix the dancing in with Christianity, similar to like Santa Maria and things like that, where they would be dancing and it was incorporated into like essentially Christianity.
Wow.
What's the
Hey, can you please put that down? Please. See what I'm saying?
So like I said, which is why we usually wear white and then they have the cloth that they move around similar to what they do in Santa Maria and Cuba, parts of Dominican Republic and the Caribbean. And then it's also, if we go back to like, let's say the West Coast Africa, like the Yoruba tribe, that goes back there to similar things, similar worship of different deities and stuff.
So okay. So it's not necessarily just Christianity, it's just different cultures all combined in one.
Yes, because they bring that from during the transatlantic slave trade, they bring that, mix it in with Christianity, some of the traditional religion, mix that in and created praise dancing, and then just said we're worshiping God, Christian God, but it's similar to worshiping like the different gods of like the Yoruba people, the Ashanti people, things like that, and they will wear the similar head wrap, similar clothing, all that.
So see, that's demonic, right? And we don't do all this for that. Appreciate you. For that glorious, accurate breakdown, but you can see how it's demonic, right? Because just hearing where it came from and how it was formed, it's formed from everybody, right? And we already know the scriptures say you can't come together with everybody. You got to be one way, right? You got to be one West. I love to say that, but for real, because it's demonic now. So now, and then even with Beyonce, have y'all seen the videos of Beyonce be doing her little dance, and then the other alter ego come out and you slow it down and pause it, and she do this, and then it's a demon, and then she do this, and she back to her, and then she do it. Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen that. Maybe I'm watching the wrong stuff. But no, she got an alter ego named Sasha, right? Am I right? And she'll go into the moon, she'll do this, and she'd be like this, she'll do this, and she's sleeping or something. I don't know. No, I'm saying but that's the wickedness and same with praise dancing. Who are you dancing to? Who are you trying? You can't ordain something for yourself to do it to the Lord. Say, all right, look, I'm smoking crack for the Lord. I'm gonna hit this Grammy for Christ. You can't. I'm gonna be a prostitute today for the Lord. $5. Everybody. No, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? You gotta think everybody's trying to make it work for themselves. You got Christian pastors who do wickedness, and then they get caught and they swear they come back to the congregation. Oh, I'm gonna show this video. Take it. I'll show you. I'm gonna show this video real quick. I was watching. I'm gonna just tell y'all real quick. I was watching a Martin show, right? And the pastor cussed Gina out. I don't know if y'all seen this, all right? And Gina ended up knocking him out. And then he went to the congregation after because he tried to flirt with Gina and everything. And she ended up sleeping on bad. And he went to the congregation. He was like, I have sinned. He was crying with a black eye. But it was funny because he did what the normal Christian pastors do when they do something wrong. I have sinned, but the Lord, you know what I mean? They asking for forgiveness, but they're telling you how to forgive them. Right. They don't work like that. You know what I mean? That's why it's important to be a noble man. Whatever your niche is, your niche, you be the best at that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And stand on it and grow in it. And any way you can bring somebody in or be or be good at it, or even grow. If you got some skills to grow, to be just get everything, man, most high in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you should do. But make sure you raising brothers up underneath you. That's how we're gonna go into school. That's how this school is gonna go from. It went from Adonai Karak, sorry, Captain Kwanwa, Karak, Yawasab, and I want to say the first few heads was those three, and maybe Gabba Ward. Gabba Ward was around for a while. You know what I mean? And then you had Kasora, Kakamama, Tazaba, Kaba, maybe not in that order, but you know what I'm saying? Like, had more brothers coming in. And now you look at us, we go to camp. If we all go to camp and we all come together, so not camp, but if we all come together, we easily 17 deep, 18 deep. And it's going to continue to grow. And you brothers are going to be the reason why it grow. Y'all going to be the reason why our brothers coming here and sisters coming here. You feel me? And be like, oh yeah. Next year, this time, we need to have 25 brothers in here. I promise you. And if we can have those 25 brothers in here or 25, even 25 sisters, it's going to make a difference, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the time for us to now. We're going to take over all of this. Sacramento, San Jose,
That's right.
Frisco, and Oakland. We right in Vallejo. I'm going to say Vallejo because Vallejo is on the way there. I just want to stop by. All right. But no, like, and that's where it comes. You brothers do what you do. So I'm gonna get off. I'll talk to y'all some more, but I'm gonna leave it alone. But with that, that's the end of the class. So like the water for y'all stand, it's 9:07. I'll be trying to get out of here in enough time. I don't want to have y'all tortured. But I'm thankful for all y'all that tuned in, brothers and sisters that came to class. Clap that for yourself. Hold on to your deal. You're gonna go to this Passover. It's gonna be glorious. I pray you understand that. It's really gonna be. I can't name a my first Passover was in Houston. My very first Passover as a trooper was in Houston, and it was the most epic time I ever had with brothers and sisters. So it's going to be a beautiful time. Get out there, pay your $200. Oh shit! With that, you want to break it down?
Men of Israel, imagine, we said. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, imagine Shabbat, imagine Barak, Yahweh, Shemel,
How about Shema Shaka?
Men of Israel, Sar, which means turn to the sister. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, imagine Shabbat, imagine Barak, Yahweh, Shemel, Shemel, Yahweh, class is next. Thank you.